What's up, guys? How's it going? Good afternoon. Wasn't even going to come in and do this. I wanted to get some editing done, but I figured I'd come in for a bit anyways. And just see what everyone's up to. We were shooting the last episode of the Darkwood lot last night. And it was abruptly ended due to packs of coyotes. Yeah, wonderful. Packs of coyotes. It is that time of the year where the coyotes wreak havoc. Yeah, so that kind of cut the shoot short last night. So, I mean, this has been a total fucking cursed adventure, man. Totally cursed. We can't get this last episode fully shot, completed. Yeah, run away. Yeah, no, that's the worst thing you can do is run away. We just packed up and walked out gingerly, just made sure we weren't attracting any of them. It's that time of the year when they're very docile up until about late December. Here in this area, they do travel in packs. They don't normally. They're normally a nomadic sort of creature. They're not like wolves, where wolves will travel in packs. Coyotes don't necessarily travel in packs, only certain times of the year, denning and pup season. So yeah, so they're out looking for food right now, and they're very aggressive. And many of the coyotes in this area are hybrid. Right, they're hybrid. They're eastern coyotes, which are from the traditional coyote and wolf mix. So interbreeding over the years, and have become the dominant sort of canine sort of creature in the area. There are obviously still quite a bit of coyotes, and there are wolves. but wolves are more northern and more western than here. They're in abundance north of this area, quite a lot still, and they're huge. Black wolves, they're massive. Like I'm sure if you go on YouTube here and you'll see like they're massive, man. Let me see if I can. Let's see. I'm curious too. Curious. Like they're big boys. Actually, here's one right here. As recent as a couple days ago, and this is somebody's trail cam. They're massive. They are massive. And they're a lot larger than coyotes. Coyotes are more slender, more kind of mangy, really. Especially the female coyotes are smaller. And it's just. But anyways, here they're very they're aggressive in the sense. Well, thanks, Rob. And how are you doing, by the way? I'd have to say, like they're very aggressive in this area, quite aggressive, and that's simply because of the interbreeding between the wolves, and even canine, animals such as dogs, obviously, over the years, and have sort of they sort of have that domesticated sort of DNA in them now, where they're not afraid or bashful of human. They're more curious and actually will approach you, and they're opportunist. They will literally, if you have a small dog or a child in your backyard or somewhere, they will go after them. Thankfully, there hasn't really been too many, if any, of children, but small dogs. There's been a few small dog incidents where the coyotes have got at the dog. Actually, there was a coyote attack on a woman not too far from here who had dementia, and she was out one afternoon and she was lost. She got lost, and they found her in a park up against a tree, and she was unconscious. Her legs, like her shins, her legs, and everything else were scratched and bit and like literally torn apart. And the last thing I heard, she was in critical condition. I don't know. I haven't heard of an update or anything, but yeah, they do, Rob. Again, when humans give them the opportunity, they will. When you encroach in a sensitive area, they're very dominant, and protective. And they will attack. I mean, I know for a fact there are some dens in the wooded area that we're shooting. I haven't been able to track them down. I went in there actually last 2 weeks ago. I went in there during the day to go track down some possible dens that had propped up. But I didn't see any, and that's due part because I mean the area is being surveyed now, so they're looking to develop on the land surrounding the woodlot itself. So the human activity has probably caused them to sort of retreat. There is a provincial park not too far, which many of them come from anyways. They come from that provincial park because there's a valley. with the river and so on and so on, and a lot of protection. So, did I ever solve the mystery of the? No. My assumption was quite literally they were cleaned up by the surveying crew, or the people that own the land before they're getting ready to sell it or show it for you know, potentially being developed on, and that's what's happening now. Now, like I said, the land has they've sectioned it off into 3 phases. They've started the first phase, and the first phase of development, I think, had to be signed off sometime in December. So I imagine things will probably get going. Probably, I'm assuming early next year. They'll probably start developing construction. So, Michael, yes, but not eastern coyotes. Like I said, they're hybrid, so they have a little bit of the domesticated DNA in them now. So they're more curious than anything now. And like I said, when people encroach on their land, things change. Things change. Hey DJ, how's it going, man? Yeah, somebody just, hey Dazzy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I heard that about Beardo. Tim had mentioned it earlier. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, when you're that aggressive, and I'm not saying what Beardo's doing is wrong, but I'm also not going to defend the people he went after either. I mean, quite literally, is it entertainment? I don't know, but it doesn't surprise me. He was so. What exactly happened? Like I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just hearing about this now. What exactly did Beardo do? Like, I know he's very aggressive. I know he can be very, very overbearing when he goes after somebody for faking or whatever. And don't get me wrong, there needs to be debunkers out there. Yeah, but when you get a little too aggressive, shit happens. There's a line that once you cross, yeah, I don't know, but don't get me wrong, I like Beardo. Seems like a nice guy, but I don't know. So yeah, so he went after this group, somewhere here somewhere in the States, south of me. I don't know what exactly it was. I have not been really paying attention to it. Yeah, tit for tat, exactly. I mean, I haven't really paying attention to. Let's see. No, we didn't capture any coyotes, but I'm almost certain we probably the audio probably did capture um, the coyotes whining, yelping, right? So yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a million times over the years about you know debunking people who are fraudulently presenting the paranormal and evidence and so on and so on. And you have to understand, a lot of it is, it's just entertainment. It really is. It's just entertainment, and it's up to the individual who's watching it to understand fully what they're watching. And I'll tell you, a lot of these people who watch this or watch, haven't got a fucking clue the difference between real and fake. And that's where you don't necessarily need to attack the people. You need to educate people and showing them what to look for. I think that's the best way. I mean, unfortunately, attacking them doesn't do anything. It just makes the situation worse. As you can see, a lot of people find out the hard way. And Beardo obviously getting a third strike. And who knows? I mean, he might hit the wrong person, and then all of a sudden legalities are thrown out there, legal, and it just becomes a hot mess. Beautiful creatures. They are incredibly beautiful. I absolutely love them. Oh, we have tons of wolves here, Michael. Shitloads. And again, northern Ontario, and then over towards BC, timber wolves, black wolves, gray wolves, you name it. We get them all. They're all here. There's a shitload of them. And there's pushing the boat out and clearly view. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I get very angry with people who flat out say, look at I got proof of the paranormal without, you know, without hinting, well, this is just entertainment. We're just looking to, get an audience, so on and so on. And yeah, I'm not saying it's the right way of doing it, but at the same time, it doesn't deserve somebody coming and barreling down their throats and, just basically attacking their character. Dire wolf. Oh God, those would be cool if they did exist. Dire wolves. It'd be awesome. Right? They'd be awesome. And then you have coy wolves, which is quite literally just a slang for eastern coyote. People call them coy wolves, which is a coyote wolf mixture. And God forbid if you said that to somebody in the know, they'll flat out tell you, no, that's a myth. There's no such thing as a coy wolf. They're eastern coyotes. They're not coy wolves. But essentially they are. They are. They're a genetic mixture of coyotes and wolves. And in some cases, coyotes and dogs. So canines. And this is what I mean. A lot of the wolves now have again, like I said, they have that domesticated, because I mean canines have now for many years been domesticated, right? For the most part, here in North America, I mean, there are wild dogs, but not very many. I mean, most wild dogs now are pretty much been overtaken by the coyote wolf sort of scenario. But there are some dogs that become wild. They get out and they have to fend for themselves and revert back to their genetics. It's in their survival mode. I mean, no matter what, a dog, a canine, will definitely within time become feral. Foxes, yep, foxes as well. Lots of foxes here, and it's like any animal that has to fend for itself and constantly in survival mode. This happens, right? I mean, even humans. You could be the most intelligent fucking human, and then when you're fucking lost, and you have to switch on your survival mode, you're fucked. Most people are fucked. I mean, you might be able to, turn on maybe some little bit of a DNA survival mode that in there, but I'm telling you, man, most people, if something goes fucking down wrong, will not be able to survive, would die. And many do. I mean, hypothermia, all sorts of fucking, because we need clothes, especially in the winter. Humans need clothes. We don't have fur. We don't have an insulation mechanism. We've got hair, but that only on a certain percentage of the body. I mean, sure, there's more hairy people out there than some, but I did watch. I think I watched it before. It was at the that island castle sort of thing that they went to. I think I watched it before, or they were there before. I've been enjoying dance stuff. Like I said, that oh my god, I can't even think of that place they went to during Halloween, late October. That little village there with the witches. Ah, god, it's escaping my mind here. But I've been enjoying his stuff when I can watch it. You know. Oh, okay, so they went back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. Like I said, I've been enjoying his stuff. Dan's doing a pretty good job. I've put the word out. Like I'm trying to get in contact with him. I'd love to bring him on the show and talk with him. Bring him on and talk, but you know, and that's another thing. Who knows what's going to happen? Like honestly, I am to the point right now where I need to disconnect from this for a while. You know, the show, and with the paranormal, it's so redundant now. It's like you know, doing this for almost 18 years, and you know, trying to be innovative, it's really tough because I mean, there really is no new kind of something that's you know, and I don't, I hate saying the trending side because I like staying away from the things that trend because I mean, it's been done to death. I mean, guests, you know, like even you know some of the guests that we've had on, again I've been going, fuck, you know, we're going down that route again. I want to stay more on the fringes of high strangeness, to be honest. I would really like to bring you guys shit that hasn't really been talked about, you know, stuff that are very rarely talked about, you know, and it's becoming increasingly harder to find that stuff, you know, and especially with AI. I mean, fucking AI. I love it. It's great, but damn, there's so much fucking AI shit out there now. It's so hard to decipher what is real. What is real evidence now, or findings, or potential. It's tough, incredibly tough. I mean, you're certainly not going to find it on fucking TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or whatever because it's all AI shit now. All of it. Even here on YouTube, when you look at a lot of the shorts, AI. And, you know, CGI killed it a little bit, or rebounded, but AI, it's a different monster altogether. It's different. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to trust anything anymore with the ability of AI. You know, it is really scary. Uh, well, thank you, Rob. I like to hope, you know, we do that. I mean, that's our approach. You know, no fucking around. Just what I like about explorers, they do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, weather shouldn't be a fucking an issue. Um, I mean, depending on what you're wanting to do. I mean, explorers. You know, if you're going into an abandoned location, interior, it's okay, it's fine. It's the exterior that makes it a little harder, obviously. And when you say ghost hunters, you know, yeah, a lot of ghost hunters, they're kind of limited to what they can do an exterior, especially if it's raining out. You know, if it's really shitty out, there's not much you can really do. I mean, you especially if it's raining hard, you can't really control your environment. I mean, you can't. Exploring is a little different because I mean, it's not like you're collecting evidence or data. You're just exploring. But when you're, ghost hunting or paranormal investigating or whatever, I mean, it's vital to be able to control the environment you're in. And it's really tough, especially if you're in an exterior location. You have to rely on good weather, like very good weather, especially audio. I mean, you're not going to be able, even when it's a really windy day out, it's tough, to go through all of the audio and decipher, oh, well, look, I might have something. You don't know. You just don't know. And I think a lot of the audio that we collected last night too was affected like that because it was really, really fucking windy out. But the last episode, we're trying, and I don't want to give too much away. We're trying to, explain to you guys what that wailing has been, with the wailing that we've captured in the first few episodes. We're trying to explain to you what that wailing could possibly be, and we know what it probably is now. We know what it is. But unfortunately, because it was so windy last night, we weren't able to capture it, the wailing, which I really wanted to capture. That's true. Yeah. Unless you're in an interior location, then you got all good. I invited Matt. Hold on, let me just see. I invited Matt to pop in if he wanted to, if he could. He didn't answer, but that's cool. I'll throw him the link just in case he decides he wants to. Let's see here. All right. Oh. Let's get it to you. Where is it? There we go. Okay. There we go. I don't know if it'll pick it up or not, but I could go for a little bit longer. All right, let's see. Yeah, explore myself. It's definitely fun to go out in all weather. Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. And yeah, guys, like, and again, if you haven't subscribed, sub to the channel. We've got two shows coming up, by the way, before we go for the Christmas and New Year's hiatus. All right, this Sunday being the first with Keith Lindor, who's going to be talking about the Hell House. He was on before. He's been on before. It was a while. It's been a while since he's been on, but he's written a few books on it. And God, I need a refresher, man. It's been such a long time since it's been on. So I'm looking forward to having him on. Him and his wife moved into this house. I think it was like 2002, 2003 or something like that. Seattle, Washington. area, and pretty much, uh, of course, he, you know, claims, all this malevolent sort of poltergeist activity unfolded while they lived there, and it created quite the disruption in their life. So, anyways, he's going to be on this Sunday, and the last show before we go into the hiatus is going to be an early start. It's going to be December 7th, Sunday, December 7th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. UK time. So it's a little easier for you guys in the UK if you want to catch it. UFO author John Hansen is going to be on. So looking forward to talking to him too. I think that's pretty cool. John, we've never had John on the show, so I'm especially looking forward to sitting down and chatting with John. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's see, get rid of that. And get rid of this. And all right, there we go. All right, I don't know if I'm going to go much longer. There's not many people watching right now, so I mean, there's no point. I'll go for maybe another, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and that's about it. I think this afternoon I am going to get a few things done, so I'm looking forward to getting it done. So hold on, let me just see that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could open this up, but 3 people watching. I mean, there's no sense in doing that. Like I said, I'll probably end this in maybe 10 minutes. But like I said, I just wanted to come in and see what everybody's been up to and shit like that. So hold on, what this go here? What's driving me nuts? There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no problem, DJ. Like I said, I'll go for a little bit while, like maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. See, give or take. I mean, I'll go longer if people want me to, but I'm not going to stretch it if there's no point. Let me just get that out of the way. I've been farting around. I know a lot of people have been playing with this Sora and generating AI stuff. And it's funny because last night when we left the shoot last night early, we decided, hey, we could probably actually, do a little AI sort of Dark Woodlot episode just from that. I mean, of course, you can only generate like 10 seconds, but I mean, that's the cool thing about it. I mean, you can just stitch them together and bang, right? You've got a like a storyline, and I was thinking about it earlier, and quite possibly an idea. The only thing is, the likeness of everybody it's tough. Like I'll give you a sample. And this is just a sample, right? Okay, this is all right.
Tracking entities for almost 15 years now. Shadows that move against the grain, claws that leave burns and wood. I've seen plenty. 15 years and you still haven't bagged one? Not tracking entities for almost 15 years now. Shadows that
Right? It's like you kind of get it.
This, you claim to be a real-life demon hunter? That's quite a title. It isn't one I chose. It came after a farmhouse job outside Duluth 15 years ago.
And the voices.
This, you claim to be a real-life demon hunter? That's quite... The proof I take this work seriously. Here's your proof. First things first. What do you mean by work? You're actually hunting demons? Been doing it for over a decade. First one I trapped was in a farmhouse outside Des Moines. The proof I take this work seriously.
So, you know, it's going to take a little bit of work, but yeah. Yeah, last episode, man. Time to end the series. It's run its course. And I think this one is going to shock people when it's finished anyways. Like I said, it's been a curse trying to finish it. You know, a curse in itself trying to finish it. It's just been tough. Like we've been shooting off and on since October. Oh God, the week before Halloween, anyways. And there's been fucking mishap after mishap after mishap, and finally, you know, we got back out again. Let's see. Wow, that's too bad, man. Too bad. I mean, is that for? I mean, is it temporary? Is there a time period he won't be able to, or he just flat out can't? He'd have to start another channel to get donations. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I haven't even really looked into the monetization and donation. We should, but like I said, I don't know. You have to be monetized to get donations, right? I believe on this. I'm just looking at it now. All right. I'll have to read it more in depth. You should monetize for a month and get the money from all your videos. Yeah, but it's not really a lot. It's not really a lot of money from what I understand. I hear you don't really get a lot. A lot of people depend on the donations more than the monetization, right? I mean, obviously, the larger channels get a lot more monetized, a lot more money back. But yeah, and we've been thinking about it. I don't know. I just like I said. I think if we had brought nocturnal frequency over in which I don't know, is that a lot? Doesn't seem like a lot to me. It doesn't seem like a lot to me compared to a lot of other people. Right? And I know a few people that have been monetized for a while, and yeah, I mean, you have to be right up there with subscribers. I think the one person I know who makes all right cash is he I think he has about 65,000 subscribers. But, you know, I think a bulk of it is from 200 bucks. Wow. It's not bad. not bad, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see. Like I said, I don't know. And I think there's a weekly plateau you got to reach too. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's something that we've thought about, and we kind of sit on the fence. But I'm sure in the end we may. I don't know. Like I said, we're stepping away. We're going to step away. I think, if anything, we're going to step away from the traditional paranormal for a while. Most likely that'll be the scenario, and get more into sort of the fringes of things. Well, thank you. Yeah, yeah. And I do appreciate that. Obviously, we do appreciate the whatever support you guys would give. Obviously, and I think that's something we'll probably think of over the over a hiatus. Again, we're going into hiatus. December 7th is going to be the last show of this year. So it's a halfway point for our show, season. We're back. We'll be back January. Let's see. January 11th, we'll be back. And I will announce the guests for then. But I'm sure we'll take the time. Alex and I will take the time to think about this monetization question. We've been dragging our feet with it. We don't want to do it. We feel that we shouldn't, charge people. I mean, if you want to donate, then great. We absolutely appreciate that. But charging people to see videos, and I get the reason why, but I don't know. I don't like doing that. I hate doing that. I really do. I've never been a big proponent of it. But you know what? In this landscape, I think it's something that we have to consider. To continue to go on. I mean, like, number one, StreamYard is expensive, and yeah, there's other options, but there's just I don't know. And Streamlabs, I'm not comfortable with Streamlabs yet. I just I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't gone crazy with Streamlabs. So I don't know. I have to fart around with Streamlabs a little bit more, but until I got that figured out, yeah, we'll probably stick with StreamYard. But yeah, okay. Well, I think that's about it. I'm not going to drag my feet anymore. You guys take care. Once again, we're here Sunday. I don't think I will have time. Maybe Thursday, maybe. I might pop in here for an afternoon haze on Thursday. Maybe, we'll see if I don't have anything on the go. If not, you will see us Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. UK time. And again, the following Sunday will be our last show, which is December 7th with John Hansen. And that's an earlier show for you guys in the UK. That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, 10 p.m. UK time. So until this Sunday, guys, take care and be well, and we'll see y'all later.